nos podemos salir y ganar todo lo que nosotros nos propongamos, organizándonos, uniéndonos, solidarizándonos, alcanzaremos.
I, this pandemic has put on the table a lot of struggles that we have in our lives. But we have a big responsibility with everybody else, between ourselves and with the whole world. We have wasted so much time on the moral degradation and the fundamentalism of a lot of things. We have left behind, like the honesty and being kind with each other. And all this time that we have wasted, it's just wasted time. So I'm very convinced that only organizing us, unifying us, we will actually accomplish our goals.
Alcanzaremos una reforma migratoria unificadora, una reforma migratoria que no nos desestabilice más, porque las reformas que nos están proponiendo solamente son una reforma que no nos está cumpliendo con nuestras demandas. Es una reforma migratoria. Bueno, aquí no quieren que use las palabras como nosotros las usamos, ¿verdad? Pero las migajas que nos están dando no cumplen nuestras demandas porque nos desestabilizan como familias. Siempre nos dan los que ellos quieren y no lo que nosotros demandamos, lo que nosotros necesitamos. Así es que si nosotros nos unimos, nos organizamos, nos consolidamos en una sola voz, en un solo pueblo, jamás vamos a ser vencidos. Así es que en mi pueblo, El Salvador, también existe el dicho que dice, dale salvadoreño, dale, que no hay pájaro pequeño que se detenga en su volar. Gracias.
She's very convinced that only by unifying us and like fighting together, we will actually will achieve having a immigration reform that is actually equal for everybody. They've been sugarcoating a lot of their plans, and it's not actually unifying any of us. It's not giving us what we need, what we deserve. So back in my country, we have a quote that it says the the bird flies, and nothing stops it. So we want to make sure that I want to pass the message that when we become one family, when we become one voice,
I
one
forgot my
community,
charger
we
and
can
it's
achieve
dying.
anything
I'm
that
from
we
Cyber Power of
want
Tigray
to achieve.
Media.
Thank you.
Uh, you know about Tigray, right?
Un aplauso a Isabel, por favor,
Cyber
todos,
Power
gracias
of
por
Tigray
terminar,
Media.
Isabel, como siempre, todos
The
los
genocide
años,
is going
en la
on.
lucha.
Do you have an iPhone? Do you have a charger for a minute? I just
Up next, we're
thank
going
you
to
so
have an
much.
amazing speaker. We
Appreciate it.
have Baraket. Baraket Quiroz, son and raised in social justice major incentive at the Seattle Center, is committed to advance racial justice and serves as 2 years in the Community Involvement Commission. He's also the chair for the Coalition of Immigrant and Refugee and Communities of Color. So give it up for Baraket.
Thank you, Monserrat, for the introduction. And of all, thank you for Al Committee for becoming a voice for the voiceless people year after year. May Day, also called Workers' Day, and commemorating the historic struggle and gains made by workers and labor movement observed in many countries on today, Saturday, May 1st. In dozen countries around the world, however, May Day has been recognized as a occasion for demonstration and rallies in support of workers' rights. Inspired by American movement for a shorter workday, socialists and unions like me and most of you here are integral part of the community workforce. As of 2014, immigrants composed of 17% Washington workforce and contributed to 4.2 billion in state and local taxes. 60% of the Fortune 500 companies in Washington was funded by of their children. The contribution of those individuals to our business, economy, and community are critical to our success as a state. However, Washington state and tax code is the most rigorous in the nation, and we call it sometimes the up-down tax reform. Households with the lowest income pay tax a share of their income at a rate of 7 times higher than the richest household. This is completely upside down. With the right movement, we should lead the nation in education, healthcare, and overall quality of life. But our upside tax code holds our state back from having resources necessary to invest in those foundations that makes our state thrive. If we can't finance for war, why can't we finance for healthcare and education? Whatever we invest in education, we are investing in the future of this country, and education should be a right. I am here in the spirit of Martin Luther King quote. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice anywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. What affects one directly affects all indirectly. We should not need to wait until we are able to conduct a full and thorough investigation before we are as a weapon of war. We should not have to count the graves of children before we act to stop starvation and crime. It is an urgent humanitarian crisis and a threat to international peace and security. Soldiers have burned, looted, and sourced and crops, destroyed water facilities, vandalized and ransacked clinics and hospitals and shops, schools, factories. Ethiopian forces, EU drones, Amhara vicious and military forces are accused of genocide, massively raiding and weapon destruction everywhere from banks to homes and to hospitals. In Tigray, which is my hometown, in sexual violence and systematic starvation has become a weapon of war. The world must stop in now and call Assad as is what it is, a war crime. In recent months, credible reports of war crimes and crime against humanity have started to trickle out, including evidence of ethnic cleansing and genocide against Tigrayans. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has referred act of genocide and ethnic cleansing. The world knows enough to say the war crimes are happening in Tigray. They need to act. In the spirit of solidarity, I ask your unconditional support to end genocide and ethnic cleansing in my birthplace, Tigray. The war in Tigray has no end, and the reports of killing, rape, and looting are still happening as I speak. The growing humanitarian crisis has displaced hundreds of thousands and people, over 4 million people are in need of human assistance. In the spirit of solidarity, join us to condemn in the strongest possible terms reports of atrocity and gross violation of human rights, rape, and killing against civilians, including rape, torture, forced displacement, and disappearance. Act of ethnic cleansing, extra join us to boycott Starbucks with imports of coffee from Ethiopian fascist regime Long live solidarities of the workers around the world. Mirza Fisik Mira. Thank you so much.
Una vez más, thanks folks for joining. Some music. Va a ser Lilia solo después, but we're gonna have some music right now. Up next, we're gonna have Jarrell.